Greetings and welcome. How are we all feeling today? We have all experienced depression to some degree. Depression is debilitating, it's exhausting. We feel numb, we don't feel good about anything. And the thing is with depression, once your serotonin levels drop, it's difficult for the brain to make more serotonin because you need a good cycle of that chemical to be able to keep the brain in a good, healthy, functioning state. So if you already have very little serotonin, the body is going to struggle to create serotonin from that. The body can only create serotonin from serotonin. So if the body's not creating serotonin, you're going to find yourself stuck in depression. And depression could mean feeling empty, feeling a void, having no value, no enthusiasm, feeling numb, feeling down. And the thing is with depression, yes, it is a mental condition. Yes, it can be very, very, very severe, and it is very, very harmful for your psyche. But depression is also very largely have to do with your mindset. Because if you view things in a negative way, if you internalize things in a negative way, you're going to see negative things only. If you avoid your triggers, you are going to become more triggered instead of facing your triggers. The more you succumb to darkness, the more you envelop yourself in darkness, the more it envelops you, the more difficult it is to get out of it, because you are not teaching your brain anything different. You are teaching your brain to be sad, to feel numb, to feel depressed. And depression largely has to do with your mindset. Positive people, happy people can suffer from depression, but it's about getting out of it and being able to move on with your life and being able to see the good things and adding value, because you need to add value to your life. Do valuable things that add value. Start valuing yourself more. Improve the connection that you have with yourself, because depression largely has to do with low self-esteem. And if you are constantly hating on yourself and being upset with yourself and not being satisfied with who you are, you're going to struggle with more depression, because that relationship with yourself, that crucial relationship, is not there. So you'll keep reinforcing depression and keep reinforcing depression, because it also becomes a way of coping. It becomes a way of not having to be a part of what is difficult in life and what the problems are. So the more you succumb to the darkness, the more you involve yourself in your depression, the more depressed you'll become, the more it will envelop you into the darkness. I'm not saying depression is a choice, because no one wants to be depressed. But what I am saying is that it largely has to do with how you think, how you internalize your world, and how you make meaning out of the things that you experience in your life, how you regulate your emotions, how you make meaning of how you're feeling. Remember, what you hide in the dark will fester in your psyche. What you bring to the light cannot harm you, because it's out there, it's out in the open. But the more you repress, the more you suppress, the more it's going to consume you. The more you leave things in the dark, the more you allow things to fester in your mind, the more they'll take hold of you, the more they'll consume you, and the more difficult you're going to find it is to get out of depression. Because without even realizing it, subconsciously, you are reinforcing that mental state. You are reinforcing that feeling, that state of mind. You are internalizing things in a very, very, very destructive way. Depression also has to do with how you internalize things, how you make sense of your world, your own map of the world, your own reality, your own perceptions. Because it's a perception thing as well. If you perceive the world to be bad, if you perceive life to be bad, you are going to feel bad in life because that's what you see. And what we focus on, we feel. The more you focus on something, the more you will be affected by it. It's the law of attraction. What you manifest will bring more to you. And that is the law of attraction. So start valuing yourself, adding value to life, knowing that you are worthy, you are valuable, you have a place in this world. It's your life, your story. And by adding more value to yourself, by doing things of more value in your life, you are attracting more of that value back into your life. Again, it's the law of attraction. What you manifest will bring more of into your life. As I said, what we focus on, we feel. What you draw the most attention to will become most prevalent in your life. Depression is difficult, but it also has to do with our relationships with ourselves, how we internalize our experiences, what we make meaning of. And in the end, what you perceive, you will receive. What you view, you will receive more of. And what you project will become part of your reality. What you reinforce will become more prevalent, will become a bigger part of your reality. As I said, depression isn't a choice, but if you're going to prolong it, you're never going to get out of it. You need to change the way you think, not only about life, but about yourself. You need to start doing things that add value, that give value, make meaning out of the things that happen in your life. What you hide away, what you push away, put away to the side in the dark, will eventually consume you. Depression is a very difficult part of mental health, and it's something that a lot of people face and struggle with. Remember, how you internalize your world, how you internalize your experiences, how you react and respond, and how you reinforce things will determine your mindset and your perception. What you perceive, you will receive. You will receive more of what you look for. What we focus on, we feel. Depression isn't a choice, but how affected you are and how you allow it to take control of your life is. Please, depression is difficult. Depression is, I wouldn't wish it on anyone. It's the worst state of mind. It's the worst feeling. It's an illness, whatever you want to call it. But don't prolong it. Reinforce healthier, happier behaviors. Reinforce healthier decisions. Focus on responding and not running away from your triggers. Start working on yourself. Add value to the things that you do. Remember, depression is just one of those things that we have to push through, even through the most difficult parts in our lives. What you perceive, you will receive. Depression is not a choice, but prolonging it is. Being hurt by it is. You can live a better life. You can have better outcomes. You just need to change the way you view your reality. So remember, you are unique and valuable. Take care of that beautiful person. Stay strong wherever you're from.